Sanction is not the word for this one. It's non-sanctioned. Unified World Heavyweight title bout. Frank Morales, the referee. The combatants, Jarrett, Lawler, Randy Savage. One fall, 60 minutes in time. Well, these two, when they hook up every time, it's a well of a bout. We expect none but the same. Once again, the Macho Man and the King as they go at it at the Mid-South Coliseum in the cage.
Hey, come on.
How's it feel, brother? You ain't going nowhere.
Macho Man Randy Savage with comments, and we're finally underway. Lawler around the ring, and he and Savage get underway for this unified World Heavyweight title bout. We're a minute into it now, 60 minutes in time. Takes Savage, throws him right over the top ropes in there. Rams him into the cage. Macho Man right into the cage as Lawler throws him in. Lawler and Savage. One fall, 60 minutes in time. Non-sanctioned by the USWA or the World Wrestling Federation. It's a non-sanctioned bout for the unified World Heavyweight title. Oh, look at Savage. He immediately busts Lawler with a couple of big right hands. Pulls the King into the turnbuckle. Flips him in, and look at Lawler. Comes out with big right hands of his own. After the Macho Man, nails him right in the midsection with a big right hand. Flips him over, does Lawler. Drops on him. The King with a big right hand. And the Macho Man goes for the gate over there, but there's no way out, Randy. I hate to inform you. Savage trying to find his way out of there, but there is no way out. Locked in the steel cage for the unified World Heavyweight title. Jerry the King Lawler, Macho Man Randy Savage. Savage the challenger out of Sarasota, Florida. The King, Jerry Lawler, the champion. Wrestling out of Memphis, Tennessee. On Savage. Kicks at the King and misses. Lawler stands in and go after Savage. Savage jumps right out of the ring onto the apron, leaps back in. King and Macho Man tingling up now. Savage. Lawler up against the turnbuckle. Oh, boy, he busts Lawler with a right. Ooh, a big boot. Knocks the King down. Shogun Lawler, referee Frank Morrell warns him. Fella has to break that chokehold on the King. And Savage with an elbow drops it down in the throat of Lawler. Picks him up and then, oh, Lawler reverses it. And Savage right into the cage. The King.
Good shot, good shot.
Going out to Savage. Savage goes the Macho Man. Lawler nails him with another right. Rolls Savage in. Oh, the King setting him up. Frank Morrell, the referee, wanted him. No, you can't do that. Telling Lawler, hold on. And Lawler immediately goes after Savage. Choking away on the Macho Man. Savage. And Savage moved out of the way, and Lawler nailed the ring post in there. His fist caught the ring post. And look out, Jarrett. There goes Savage from behind. He busts Lawler, and anything goes. Unified world title bout, not sanctioned by either federation. Lawler and Savage underway. Savage climbs the top rope. Lawler staggers, gets on his feet. Savage comes down on him. Oh, boy. Rolls Lawler over. He's got him covered, too. Rolls him up, pulls him in, too. Oh, the King's got his feet on the middle rope in there. One, and he rolls under the bottom rope and gets another break. Good move from Lawler. Then they get under the part of the King. We're near the 7-minute mark in the unified world heavyweight title bout. It's Lawler and Savage. Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, Tennessee is where it's underway. Savage choking the King over on the top rope. Don't have to break that. Frank Morrell does the count. And Savage just throws Lawler off the top rope. Bounces him back hard, sets him up. Jabs the King on the right hand. Macho Man leaps over the top ropes. Goes out and gets that steel chair. Oh, he's choking Lawler with it. Jabbing it right in the King's throat in there. And Frank Morrell, referee, does the count. And warns Savage again about the choking and all he's doing in there. Savage slams Lawler right into the ring canvas again. Jumps in the ring. Pulls the King up. Lawler. Oh, boy. And Savage busts him as the King gets on his feet. There he is, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, challenger for the unified world title. Comes in out of Florida. Comes in very highly recommended, too. What a track record this Savage has. World known. Some like him and some hate him. The Savage takes the King. I'm gonna try to post Lawler over here. Frank Morrell's warning Savage now. No, you can't do it. Oh, and he does it anyway. Rams Lawler right into the ring post. And again he does it. Boy, Savage. Hey, Randy Savage, man, let me tell you. Won't listen to referee Frank Morrell and no one else there. Pulls Lawler right into the ring post and posts the King twice in there. Takes Lawler right into the steel cage. Macho Man, Randy Savage. Boy, when this guy gets on, There's hardly no one to turn him off because he just goes crazy in there, let me tell you that. He's got Lawler cut open, too. Busts Jerry with a right hand. Savage outside of the ring, and he's working on Lawler. Frank Morrell warns him to break it, and he finally gives up on the hole. Jumps back in the ring, but not until he's got Lawler's head busted open. And has rammed the King into the ring post twice. Ron Savage busts Lawler with a right hand. Lawler sends him into the cage. Boy, Savage got Jerry cut open right above the right eye in there. He's got him cut open. It looks like a pretty long cut, too. It's right above his right eye in there. And Savage busts him again with another right hand. Lawler out in the ring. There's Savage on the top rope. He's up there on the top one. Lawler staggering. Savage comes down on it. Man, oh man. Hey, Savage rolls him up too. Oh, Jerry gets his foot on about a rope. Look at this, Savage. Rolled up both of his legs in there. And Savage threatening and now referee Frank Morrell now. Stomps away on the King. 12.5 minutes in the Unified World Heavyweight title bout between Lawler and Savage. Oh boy, Savage. Another right hand. He busts the King. Stumps right in the midsection of Lawler. Savage comes down off the ring apron. Drops a double forearm on the King. Puts him up against the steel cage. He's got Lawler's face smashed right into the cage here. Right into that steel cage. Savage going at it again. Frank Morrell, referee, wanted him doing the count on him, and Savage just breaks the count in time and continues to jump on Lawler. Macho Man, series of right hands out on a concrete floor. They're fighting at it. The King trying to get going. A fan behind him in the Mid-South Coliseum. Savage on the top rope. Oh boy! Goes down. Catches a right hand to the midsection from Lawler. Look at the King go. Slam Savage into the turnbuckle. Oh, Lawler, he's going after Randy Savage now. He's got the Macho Man. Frank Morrell telling him, hey, you can't do it, Jarrett. Lawler not listening. Oh, ho, ho. Pulls the Macho Man and posters him right into the ring post. Drag Savage from under the turnbuckle as Lawler. He's got him set in the middle of the ring. The King on the middle rope now. Savage is out. Lawler ducks down with a right hand on Savage. He may have him here now. Savage is out of it. He rolls up. Lawler climbs it. Oh, look out! Better watch it, Jarrett. That's sensational. Sherry Lawler is on the ropes. That's Sherry Martel. She's climbing that steel cage, Jarrett. Martel got over the thing some kind of way and gets in the cage. How in the world? Sherry Martel just climbed the cage, comes down, and nails Lawler from behind. So in 15:48, referee Frank Morrell's going to call for the bell. A sensational Sherry Martel kicks away on Jerry Lawler. Look at Martel, boy. Interfering in the unified world title bout. Jumps over the steel cage, climbs the cage, jumps over the top. And she is going to work on the king. So it's Sherry Martel interfering in 15:48. And she's got Lawler there now. Oh, boy. Kicks Jerry right below the belt in the groin area. Sherry Martel, this lady, let me tell you, you can't have any respect for her at all. She is just absolutely obnoxious, let me tell you. After beating up on Lawler, gets Savage, and he goes to work on the king. And Sherry Martel comes back in the ring now, this Martel, and busts Lawler with a right fist. Savage just nailed referee Frank Morrell. He clobbered Frank, and Sherry Martel now choking Lawler over here. Sherry Martel and Randy Savage jump on the king in 15 minutes, 48 seconds. Referee Frank Morrell stops the unified world title bout. Martel once again right below the belt to Lawler after Savage posts him and all. Martel adds her 2 cents in it. Randy Savage. Hold it, Lawler! Oh! The king gets out of the way, though. And Martel nails Savage. The strap comes down, and look out, Sherry Martel. Yes, he's trying to get out, but I think you forgot it's a steel cage up there, Sherry. She goes to climb it. It's going to be a little too late, though. The king grabs, to Sherry Martel. Rips the top off of Martel. She's climbing the cage, trying to get out of there. Lawler's right behind her. Martel, she's hanging on, still trying to get out. Lawler's got a bar top in there holding on to her. Martel hanging on. King can't get a hold to her, though. Pulling on Martel. Sherry trying to get out of there. Boy, Lawler couldn't get a hold to her, and Savage jumps him from behind. There goes Martel. She leaps over and hightails it out of here. Frank Morrell still calling for the bell in 15:48. Disqualification on Sherry Martel and Randy Savage for Sherry Martel interfering in there. Oh, there goes Randy Savage out of the ring. Better watch Savage, let me tell you. He's gone, I don't know. Don't be surprised.
Out of this match by pinfall or by being handcuffed to one of the sets of handcuffs in the ring. The team with a member remaining at the end of the match gets to handcuff his teammates. They get 5 minutes in the ring with the opposing team still handcuffed. Anything goes, no referee. Now, coming down the aisle, the second team. The opponents, flamboyant Eric Embry, Dr. Tom Prichard, El Grande Pistolero, Stunning Steve Austin, and the Awesome Kong. Let's get ready for Thunderdome! Professional wrestling. I'm Michael St. John at the world-famous Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas. And the teams are locking horns already. Superstar Bill Dundee and gorgeous Gary Young have just handcuffed the Awesome Kong already. On one team, Gary Young, Bill Dundee, Billy Joe Travis, Jeff Jarrett, and Danny Davis. On the other team, Stunning Steve Austin, Dr. Tom Prichard, El Grande Pistolero, flamboyant Eric Embry, and the man already handcuffed, Awesome Kong. The way a man is eliminated is by being cuffed to one of the sets of handcuffs, or by being pinned and then cuffed. The team that has a member remaining after it's all over, said and done with, gets the key, gets to unlock his teammates, and then that team gets 5 minutes with the other team still handcuffed. And there you see the lock on the door. And flamboyant Eric Embry rammed into the cage. The action is wild. The action is brutal in this match. You will see a lot of blood spill because these men are being rammed into the steel cage that surrounds the ring. Surrounding the ring, 9 sets of handcuffs. 1 man will remain when all is said and done. The action speaking for itself. There you see El Grande Pistolero has been handcuffed. El Grande Pistolero has been handcuffed. So now, 2 members of Eric Embry's team. Here comes Billy Joe Travis. He's going to nail Dr. Tom Prichard, who has been lacerated in this one. Stunning Steve Austin showing some blood, as these men have been pounded into the steel cage, using the cage as a weapon. Jeff Jarrett being gouged by Eric Embry across the way. There you see Kong handcuffed. Embry being punched by superstar Bill Dundee. Eric Embry fixing to be cuffed, I believe, but no, he escapes that. There you see El Grande Pistolero shaking the steel cage here at ringside. Dundee bringing Pistolero down on the rope. Gorgeous Gary Young just thrown into the cage. Several men are already injured in this match. This match is a very brutal affair because of the action. Dundee almost handcuffed that time. Jeff Jarrett showing the wares of this match after being thrown into the vents. He and Tom Prichard have locked up. Jeff Jarrett rammed again into this cage. Danny Davis has been busted open. Look at this match. Look at every man in there, I believe, right now is suffering from some kind of blow or some kind of injury. Gorgeous Gary Young has been opened up. Oh my goodness. I do not believe what I am seeing. It has been called the most brutal match in wrestling. Jeff Jarrett being pounded on the head by El Grande Pistolero. Pistolero is handcuffed, but he has still got Jarrett by the hair of the head. There's Danny Davis. Danny Davis has just been cuffed. So Danny Davis has been cuffed. It is now 4 against 3 with Embry, Prichard, and Austin still remaining on his team, or their team rather. Jeff Jarrett, Dundee, gorgeous Gary Young, and Billy Joe Travis still remaining free. And now you see Billy Joe Travis hounded in to the steel cage. Superstar Bill Dundee. There's stunning Steve Austin being taken into the cage by gorgeous Gary Young. Dundee is the only man that has not been busted open in this one. The lacerations showing on the faces of the remaining participants. And now Bill Dundee has been handcuffed by Dr. Tom Prichard in the corner. So it's 3 against 3. Prichard and Billy Joe Travis still enjoying freedom. Eric Embry, gorgeous Gary Young, Jeff Jarrett. Now it looks like someone's being handcuffed across the way, and it looks to be like stunning Steve Austin. Austin being cuffed, and indeed he is. So Steve Austin is cuffed. Now Jarrett going to work on Tom Prichard right in the middle of the ring. Gorgeous Gary Young continues to just plummet the fist into the head of Austin. And now Jeff Jarrett taking Dr. Tom Prichard into the fence again. Prichard's over there. They're trying to cuff Jeff Jarrett. Prichard trying to cuff Jarrett. Austin is cuffed, but he's still fighting back. Jeff Jarrett being pounded, and he has been cuffed. Jeff Jarrett is now locked up into the handcuffs. Remaining free are Billy Joe Travis and Dr. Tom Prichard. Gorgeous Gary Young, and now flamboyant Eric Embry has been cuffed. The fans responding as Embry has been cuffed. Now Prichard turns his attention to Gary Young. Billy Joe Travis blinded by the blood in his face, being picked up by Prong. Now Prichard going to work and has cuffed gorgeous Gary Young, and the 2 remaining are Billy Joe Travis and Dr. Tom Prichard. The one that remains uncuffed will get the key and will get to free his other teammates. They'll get 5 minutes in the ring without a referee, and Prichard pounding Billy Joe Travis. Travis coming back on Prichard. Prichard nailed by Travis under the chin. Travis with the roll-up. Count now breaking it up. Cuffed into the fence is Eric Embry breaking that pinning combination. Now Prichard taking Travis over to be cuffed. Jeff Jarrett over to help out. Prichard trying to cuff and does cuff Billy Joe Travis. So Prichard is the man remaining. He'll get the key. He gets to release his teammates. They get 5 minutes with the other team still cuffed. Wait a minute, Dundee has kicked Prichard. Prichard on the floor waiting, drop the key. Gorgeous Gary Young has got the key. Prichard dropped the key. Gorgeous Gary Young is uncuffing himself. Gorgeous Gary got the key. And now he's going to cuff Prichard. What a turn of events. Gorgeous Gary Young has got the key. You can hear the fans react, and he is going around. He's going to uncuff Danny Davis first. Danny's about to be freed. So Austin, Prichard, Embry, Prong, and Pistolero are in a world of trouble now. Davis says he wants Pistolero. Jeff Jarrett's uncuffed. Jeff Jarrett going after Tom Prichard. They get 5 minutes in the ring. The referee has left the ring. Now Embry trying to escape. Jeff Jarrett over to get him. 5 minutes in the ring now. Young freeing Billy Joe Travis. Actually, Billy Joe's got the key, is freeing himself. Superstar Bill Dundee is freed. He's after Prichard, and it's all started over. But now, Pistolero being pummeled in front of us. Eric Embry still cuffed, being pounded by Bill Dundee. Gary Young getting back at stunning Steve Austin. A lot of payback. This one's for me, okay, as he puts Pistolero into the fence right above me. Danny Davis working on Pistolero. Now they're going to turn their attention to Awesome Kong. They've got the big man trapped in the corner. The big man fighting back like a lion, and they go right in after him. Jarrett pounding away at Eric Embry as they remain cuffed. We're about halfway through the 5-minute period right now. About halfway through the 5-minute period, I'm going to have to make an announcement. Remain in the 5-minute period. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain. And there you are seeing a team getting their rewards of a hard-fought victory. Actually, Dr. Tom Prichard had the key and had the victory in Thunderdome. He dropped the key. Gary Young came up with it, and Gary Young freed his teammates. I am almost without a voice after all of this action at the world-famous Sportatorium in Thunderdome. Eric Embry being nailed. Look at the face of stunning Steve Austin. Tom Prichard the worst for Ware. Dundee now climbing to the top of the cage against Pistolero. Gonna kick him down. Looks like Pistolero was trying to climb out of the ring. Dundee trying to keep him in. We've only got about a minute remaining. About a minute remains. 1 minute remains. On top of the rope there you see Billy Joe Travis. He is just waiting for Eric Embry to come to his feet. Pistolero going after Danny Davis. Now Gary Young going after Eric Embry. It's everybody on everybody. Look at Billy Joe off the top rope on Eric. We have about 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds. In the 5-minute period, I'm sure, ending not a moment too soon for the team of Embry, Austin, Pistolero, Kong, and Dr. Tom Prichard. And this has been a wild, bloody, and brutal affair. That's it. The time is up. So Jeff Jarrett, Bill Dundee, Billy Joe Travis, Gorgeous Gary Young, and Nightmare Danny Davis have their chance and take the best advantage of it. Gary Young leaving the ring. There you see a very satisfied look on Gary's face. There goes Davis. Jeff with a couple of parting shots on Eric Embry. The fans cheering on their conquering heroes. Bill Dundee going over to help Billy Joe Travis to his feet. And they're now headed out of the ring. And there you see Dundee holding Travis's hand up as this Thunderdome. Wait a minute. Travis being kicked now by both Prichard and Austin. Austin and Prichard going after Dundee. Wait a minute. What's happening here? Eric Embry has just closed the door. Eric Embry's gotten the key. Eric Embry's gotten the key from, I guess it was from Bill Dundee or from Billy Joe Travis. Now Embry has locked the door. He's holding the door. Is it locked? Embry apparently has got the door locked. Embry is guarding the door. I don't know if it is indeed locked or not. I can't see if the lock is on it. I guess not. I guess Eric is just guarding the door. And in the meantime, Austin is going after Billy Dundee. Wow, the action has just gotten too furious. Tom Prichard is unlocking the handcuffs of everyone. Jeff Jarrett trying to get back into the ring. Embry has got the door jammed shut. Gorgeous Gary Young trying to get back in the ring. In the meantime, Prichard working over Billy Joe Travis. Superstar Bill Dundee being worked over by stunning Steve Austin. All 5 men are on. It's 5-on-2 inside the cage. Well, actually 4-on-2, but Embry jamming the door shut. Danny Davis running around our table, trying to climb into the ring, trying to climb up the cage. Prichard going after Davis, not allowing him to come up over the screen or the fence that surrounds this ring, as this has been a catastrophic turn of events. After the match was over and done with, Eric Embry has apparently locked the door with a handcuff, and they're working over Bill Dundee and Billy Joe Travis. It's 5-on-2. Now they've got Dundee handcuffed. They've got Travis handcuffed. And it's 2. Wait a minute. Here comes Jeff Jarrett back to ringside. My voice is absolutely gone. They've got a broom and a bucket or something. They're trying to unjam They're trying to get these handcuffs off the door. In the meantime, Dundee and Travis are being mercilessly beaten in the ring by all 5 men. You see, they're trying to get the handcuffs away from the door to get the door unjammed. There's Billy Dundee taking a terrible pounding in the ring. These men could be permanently incapacitated. Now the bucket thrown in there. They got a broom after Eric Embry. Now the broom, Jeff Jarrett's in there. Jeff climbs in with the broom, and Jeff going to town. He's got the bucket. Got the bucket on everybody. Jeff going to work with that paint pail. Look at this. Pounding on Eric Embry and using that bucket to good use. Everybody scattering for dear life. Here comes Steve Austin out of the ring on this side of the ring. Whoa. Everybody scattering. Austin, a mask of blood behind me. I have been disconnected from everything here at ringside. Jeff Jarrett with the broom with Gary Young clotheslining Awesome Kong. Kong remains in the ring. They're trying to free Billy Dundee across the way. Jerry Young going to take some batting practice on somebody, and it's Awesome Kong he's taking it out on. Kong being pounded. You can hear Dr. Tom Prichard here at ringside saying, get him off, get him off. What a wild match. What a brutal match. It is totally out of hand, as now Awesome Kong is finally rescued by his teammates. But there you see the victors. You see not a man in or out of the ring that has not been injured, some of which are going to require medical attention without a doubt. There's Billy Dundee being checked over by Danny Davis. There's Eric Embry. Look at his face. Oh my. Looks like he has been through an automobile car window or something. It's unbelievable. There you see stunning Steve Austin. Whoa, there's Dr. Tom Prichard. What faces. This is Thunderdome, the most dangerous match in wrestling, and there you see why. I'm Michael St. John reporting for the USWA from the Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas.
Into the cage. There goes J.C. Ice. Flying off that ropes. He's got a crossbody. 1, 2. He just missed him. Wolfie hammered off the turnbuckle. Big Business Brown powders Mama D as he counted 2 in the ring. Got his handcuffs undone. Big Business trying to climb up. Mama D with a purse. Slams Big Business in the head. Knocks him down. Wolfie going up the railing of the cage as Mama D pounds him with that purse. She's got Big Business Brown pin. And look at Wolfie D. He's up, flies down on Doug Gilbert. He flew off right at the top of that ring.
Oh, he sure did. And meanwhile, Big Business Brown man made a mistake of his life because Mama D's wearing him out with that pocketbook.
I'll tell you, he'd have wished he'd have gotten himself in there and left those handcuffs on. Look at him in the middle of the ring. Doug Gilbert being hammered by J.C. Wolfie after Tommy Rich. They've got him going, Corey, like Mama D's got Big Business Brown. Double whip into the rope. Going for a double pile driver. Drives him down into the floor. Rich and Gilbert on it. That's his dad. Wolfie D's dad comes rolling in here when George slugged his wife. That was all he could take. He's got the purse. He's hollering at Wolfie over the top into the ring. George nails him right in the back. Puts him down in the ring. 1, 2. He got him.
He got him, Lance. That's all you want, babe.
New champion. He hammers the gatekeeper, takes the lock away. Is she all right? Minutes and 51 seconds. Gorgeous George throws a table in. Wolfie D. Boy, they're in trouble if you can help them in there. As they've got JC Ice up on the table. And it is pounded and busted in half. JC Ice. Here comes Big Daddy Cyrus and Crusher Bones. They grab Wolfie's daddy. Boy, he's a big one, but these are two big guys pounding him. Up in the ring. Here comes Reggie B. Fine and Scott Studd. They get in the brawl out here. In the ring, Bill Rush just knocked out on the floor. That'll be a fine coming out. Big Daddy Cyrus grabs Wolfie D's dad, hammers him. Crusher Bones after Scott Studd. Reggie B. Fine trying to... They got the door locked again. Right down in front of us. We're in the middle of it.
Frank Morrell just nailed Big Business Brown over there, Lance.
Put him down on the floor. And they are killing PG-13 in that ring. Tommy Rich just spiked JC Ice on that board. Gorgeous George handcuffed Wolfie to the ring rope.
He sure did, but there Wolfie D's died.
They got the door open and everybody's going in. Wolfie D handcuffed to the ropes by Gorgeous George III. JC was the victim of a pile driver, not just in the pile driver sense, but I mean to tell you, they pounded him down on that table, and then they spiked his head right on that table. Tell you one thing, mayhem getting ready to happen. No disqualification, no time limit inside a steel cage. Rick Rude wrestling out of Beverly Hills, California, going against a mad king, Jerry Lawler. In addition to all the other things that have taken place between them, Rick Rude is the guy who smashed Jerry's Lincoln, took a ball bat and beat the top, beat the windshield out, stomped all over it, and Lawler going to be doing a little beating of his own tonight. Look at him go to work with that right hand, and Rude, a big guy, climbs to the ropes and says, wait a minute, I want to think this one over. I hadn't thought about that. As tall as Rude is, well, he didn't get out the top. He's trying to sneak out the bottom. Jimmy Hart at ringside running around. Rude's head slammed off a turnbuckle, and let me tell you, that won't be the worst. Oh, look at Rude. He's almost out. Rude up on that top rope, and Lawler finally grabs him, trying to jerk him back inside. He's got him by the hair, blasts him one, and Rude just hanging as Lawler rattled his cage. Lawler pulls Rude back down. Big swing. Rick Rude trying to squeeze out between the cage over here, close to the timer's table, but Lawler just let him get himself half out, and then he busted him right in the ribs with his foot. Hart saying, come on, you can do it. Pulls Rude back in, does Lawler. Jerry Lawler ripping Rick Rude. Rude going to his tights, looking for a chain, maybe. Lawler saying, hey, watch him, watch him. Lawler zeroing in on him. Woo, and boy, let me tell you one thing. Rude took all of that weight behind it and pounded him with that right hand. Once again, going to the trunks, we can see him, the referee arguing with Hart. But remember, this is a no disqualification match, so you can get away with just about anything in that ring. And Rude taking advantage of it. Don't count the King out, though. He may have a few surprises up his sleeve. Once again, Lawler down middle of the ring. Oh, look out. Yeah, there goes Lawler. Jimmy Hart having a fit. Lawler playing possum on the ropes. He blasts Rude. Jerry Calhoun's position, a very unenviable one in there tonight. With no disqualification, not a whole lot he can do except try to keep things going according to the rules, but no way with these two guys. Lawler ripping Rude again, puts him down. Crowd backing Lawler up, saying no, he didn't have anything, but it's still no disqualification. Concerned about his Hart climbing over the top of that cage. Rude's head slammed right into that steel cage. Lawler said before the match he was going to let him feel what that steel looked like. And once again, Lawler bangs his head into that steel. Ooh. Some of the severe attention from the King. He's got his head bleeding as he ripped him twice now into that steel. Right off that top one on that side. The steel siding is down a little. And Lawler banged his head right on that steel pipe across there. Follows it up with a right. Rick Rude. The first one bleeding in this match. And Lawler, past the 6-minute mark, is in control. Just exactly the way he wanted it. To get a chance to take a little of it out of Rude's hide. Blood running down into Rude's right eye. Lawler rips him down that steel wire. Oh, and the crowd seeing Rude get back some of what's coming to him the way they see it. Once again, Lawler with a staggering Rude rips his head up on that steel cage. Rude blinded half now. Finds the top of it, starts out, and Lawler puts him back down on the mat. No disqualification, and Hart is having a hemorrhage. Puts him on his knees, and the King really firing tonight. Catches him as those long legs hook themselves over that top one. Hart trying to grab him and pull him in out of there. Ooh. Jerry taking great delight in this. Rude misses. Almost wound himself down into the mat, and Lawler doesn't miss. Pile driver. Rude laid out. Count of one. Oh, no. Lawler said, I am not through. Dropped Lawler down. Rude with Lawler up. Well, I want to tell you, this Rude is a mountain of muscle. You know that. And nothing but a street fight going on right now. Both these guys hate each other. Remember, Lawler's the one that put Angel out of action. That was Rick's valet. And the King. Put back down, but look at him. You got to do a lot of thumping to stop Lawler. He goes for the pile driver. Oh, and Lawler strap down. And at the 11-minute mark, Lawler starts winging from left field. Chin. Rude hits the deck in the middle of the ring. Hart hysterical. He's pulling on the side of the cage over there. Uh-oh. Lawler thrown off into referee Jerry Calhoun. Here comes Hart. He's signaling again. Maybe to hold first family. He did it once on Lawler. Rude taking a shot at Lawler. And it's King Kong Bundy. Bundy with a ball bat. Rude gets it. Bundy drove the getaway car. Oh, Lawler nailed him in the midsection. And Lawler's got the bat. It blasted Rude. Digs it into him. Oh, that's all of it. Rude is through. 12:42, and the referee keeps Lawler from going after Rude with that bat some more. Jerry Lawler, the winner in 12:42. He's still got that bat in his hand, and Rude better thank referee Jerry Calhoun. Bundy threw the bat to Rude. And Lawler just tore part of the cage off, swinging it hard. Rude hurt severely. They get the side down. Lawler still got a hold of the ball bat. The crowd egging him on. Scrambles out of there. He gets out of the ring and Hart helping him. Rude still just stumbling. I don't know how he's surviving at all. Look at that. Oh. Only the conditioning of Rude, and he is in incredible condition. Lawler got some of his revenge tonight as he pounded Rude, but good. The winner in 12:42, Jerry Lawler.
Louisville Gardens Tuesday night action in the cage. Marathon match. The team that wins the most falls in 30 minutes takes it all. Representing the Smoky Mountain Thugs, Tracey, Smothers, Jesse James Armstrong, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Koko Ware. Your USWA is PG-13, Tech Slazenger, the Spellbinder, and Brian Christopher. Anything goes. Bring what you want to bring. Do what you want to bring. Do what you want to do. The action is obviously going to be wild and crazy. We are underway. Most balls in 30 minutes takes it all. Referee Frank Morrell trying to get him started in here. J.C. Ice has been elected to start for the USWA. Jesse James Armstrong for the Smoky Mountain guys. Koko Ware has already squared off some, giving some information to Brian Christopher. Doug Gilbert, Tommy Rich going through quite a change here in the USWA. been a fan favorite for so long, and now all of a sudden they've been having some problems here. Started with action between PG-13, JC Ice of PG-13, and Wildfire Tommy Rich. A situation where a punch or two was exchanged originally by accident. Some feelings got hurt, and now this is what it's ended up being, ladies and gentlemen. JC Ice, Jesse James Armstrong getting ready to square off here in the marathon match. Referee Frank Morrell taking care of the inside. Joe Wheeler on the outside. And they're underway. Lock up, collar, and elbow. Oh, that's right. Use anything, do anything. A reminder, anything goes. Just reminded the USWA crowd here at the Gardens, this is anything goes. Do what you want to do, bring what you want to bring. JC Ice taking the opportunity. You don't have the opportunity to blatantly pull the hair on a regular basis. This is the kind of match where you can do anything you want to do. Pulling the hair is the least of Jesse James's problem right now. Here the crowd giving JC some support. JC Ice got the cover. 1, 2. JC Ice just missing the pinfall, tagging Brian Christopher into the ring. Oh, and the big punch to the right eye of Jesse James Armstrong. Now one right between the eyes. The New Age Outlaw swinging blind there for a minute. Brian picking him back up by the hair. Again, totally allowed in this kind of match. Scoops him, the big body slam. He covers him. 1, 2, 3. USWA has one fall. We're already at the 5-minute mark. 25 minutes remaining. Slazenger into the ring now against Jesse James Armstrong, continuing the pummeling that Jesse has received from Brian and from JC Ice. Tex is sizing him up. JC comes into the ring area but exits. Oh, and the big Texas right hand has got Jesse James reeling. What? Oh, wrong corner to be lost in. Hello. Boom. Spellbinder and Brian Chris were taking an opportunity to part Jesse James's hair. Well, we'll give you a cauliflower entering a New York second. Jesse over to get a little support from Tracey and Koko. We're here in the cage, Louisville Gardens, Tuesday night. A lot of wild USWA action, marathon match. The team that wins the most falls in 30 minutes takes it all. Tex Slazenger presently in the ring for the USWA against Jesse James. Oh, he's tagging in the wild-eyed Southern boy, Tracy Smothers, comes into the ring area. At this time, the score is USWA 1, Smoky Mountain 0. But we're early into the 30 minutes. We've only gone about 7 or so. USWA crowd here at the Gardens giving some support to Tex Slazenger. People up in the rafters, go Tex, go. Oh, Jesse James Armstrong took the opportunity to plant the Confederate flag across Texas' back. He's been covered. 1, 2, 3. That's one fall apiece. Tracey getting the fall on Tex Slazenger. It's 1 up. Smoky Mountain USWA. The Smoky Mountain Thug calling for the knee of the Wildfire and plants Tex's forehead into it. Wildfire Tommy Rich throws Tex out onto the floor and into the cage right here in front of us. Oh! Plants the forehead across the steel bar. We're talking solid steel cage here, ladies and gentlemen. Tex Slazenger obviously reeling. Koko beware and puts he attempted to stick the steel chair into Tex's ribs, missed by an inch, but he's coming up. Oh, everybody's into the ring now. This is cut loose a little bit. We got Brian going against Jesse James in one corner. Koko hitting Tex with the chair. Jamie is chasing Doug Gilbert around. Wolfie's going after Tommy Rich. The Spellbinder's got Tracy Smothers. The action is just so fast and furious at all different points of this cage. It's hard to keep up with it all. Oh, Jesse James Armstrong sticking the boot. Oh, we got a cover in the ring. 1, 2, 3. That's a fall for the USWA. 2-1. Brian Christopher trying to cover Doug Gilbert. 1, 2, 3. And that's another fall for the USWA. 3 to the Smoky Mountain 1. We got another. All right, USWA got another score. It's 4-1. Spellbinder with Tracy Smothers. So Wolfie D plants the forehead of Koko B. Ware into the turnbuckle. Brian Christopher has got Doug Gilbert up here, stretched out on the top of the ring rope. Oh, the big fist into the gut. Wildfire Tommy Rich takes the chair over the top of Sir Wolfie D's head. That's a count for Smoky Mountain. It's 4-2. 10 minutes gone. It's 4-3. They make it 5-3. USWA taking the lead by 2. That's another for the USWA. 6-3. 6-4. USWA still in the lead. Joe Wheeler can now take Slazenger. That makes it 6-5. USWA still in the lead in the marathon match. Jesse James taking a 2-tech Slazenger. Koko B. Ware getting ready to hit Sir Wolfie D. No, excuse me, that was Koko holding. Tracy Smothers put it in. Spellbinder had it. Smoky Mountain gets another cover. Tommy Rich covering Brian Christopher. It's tied up.
Say again.
USWA gets it over. All right, it's 7-6. 8-6. No, that was 7-7. My mistake. That's 8-7. 9-7. Smoky Mountain has taken the lead. 9-7. We got a count out over here on the floor. It's 9-8. Doug Gilbert suspended from the top of the cage. Jesse James Armstrong taking the flag to, I can't tell from where I'm at. We got another count for the USWA. It's 9-0. The Spellbinder trying to grab Doug Gilbert off the side of the cage. Tracy Smothers slamming Tex Slazenger's head into the steel cage here. JCI stepping on top of Jesse James Armstrong. He's over there laying on top of the Confederate flag. The Spellbinder plants the big fist into the side of dangerous Doug Gilbert. Koko B. Ware rolls up Brian Christopher. There's it. Was that USWA, Joe? Another one for the USWA. It's 10-9. Wolfie D planting the chair over the top of Doug Gilbert. Another one that says for the Smoky Mountain, right? It's 10-all. Another one that's for USWA. 11-10. The Spellbinder. He's got the chair. Brian Christopher plants the fist into the Koko B. Ware. Jesse James Armstrong is on top of the cage. Brian Christopher climbing up to try to get to him. Another one for USWA. All right. Smoky Mountain gets another one as well. USWA leads by 1. We're into the second half of the match. We've passed the halfway point. Tommy Rich sticking the boot to Sir Wolfie D. Takes Slazenger. Oh, no, we've got another count out. USWA gets another one. 13 to 11. We're up by 2. J.C. Ice puts it across. Wildfire Tommy Rich taking the flag, the pole to him.
I got Wolfie.
The action is literally in all points of this cage, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much action, it's hard to keep track of for you. Wildfire Tommy Rich receives the the DDT from the spell. There's another one for the USWA. 14 to 11. 15 to 11. USWA in the lead. So Wolfie D, the cowbell over Wildfire Tommy Rich's head. Tracey Smothers got J.C. Ice down. There's one for Smoky Mountain. Tracey Smothers, wall-eyed Southern boy, planting the pole into the Spellbinder. That's another one for Smoky Mountains. 15 to 13. Tracey Smothers, and he loses the flag to J.C. Ice, who keeps put across his chest. Spellbinder, the flip on top of Tracey Smothers. 1, 2, 3. It's 16 to 13. USWA in the lead. Referee Joe Wheeler, Frank Morrell trying to keep track. I got another count. USWA, Joe. All right, 17-13, USWA. Again, the team with the most fouls in 30 wins it all. Smoky Mountains gets another one. 17-14. Jesse James Armstrong planting the chair over the top of Brian Christopher. That's one for the Smoky Mountains. 17-15. Wildfire Tommy Rich has got J.C. Ice. They are trading blows. Brian Christopher puts Koko B. Ware's head into the chain link. They got another fall for the Smoky Mountains. That's 2 falls. We're tied up 17 all. Brian Christopher climbs to the top. He's coming off, puts the leg across Jesse James Armstrong, who's suspended by the Spellbinder. 1, 2, 3. That's 18-17 USWA. The action wild here Tuesday night at the Gardens. Marathon in a cage. We are down to 10 minutes, actually under 10 minutes left here at the Gardens in the marathon match. The score is 19 pins apiece. The Smoky Mountain Thugs, consisting of Tracey Smothers, Jesse James Armstrong, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Doug Gilbert, Koko B. Ware, taking on the USWA wrestlers in the ring. PG-13, Tex Slazenger, Spellbinder, Brian Christopher. Any team to get one of the falls, it gets count for it. Right now the count is 19 falls apiece, and we are under the 10-minute mark here at the Gardens. Spellbinder kicking Jesse James Armstrong over the top rope with that reverse spinning savant kick. Tracey Smothers taking the pole, the Confederate flag pole, into the throat of all PG-13. We got another count. Another count for the Smoky Mountain takes the lead. 20-19. Doug Gilbert showing the signs of the steel cage. The trickle of a little blood off of his forehead. He's getting ready to put J.C. Ice into the... USWA gets another one. USWA gets 2 more and takes the lead. 21-20. USWA has the lead. We've got about 7 minutes left in the match. Smoky Mountain gets another one. We're tied up 21 apiece. Tex Slazenger puts the bell over the top of Tommy Wildfire Rich and gets the tag. 22-21, USWA. Dangerous Doug Gilbert. He's got J.C. Ice over here getting ready to put the chair, it would appear. He tunes up a little bit here. Oh, it cost him. J.C. Ice recovers, gets the chair over the head of the dangerous one. Again, anything goes in a marathon match. Spellbinder covers Tracey Smothers, 1, 2, 3. USWA by 2. Wildfire Tommy Rich has got the rope around Tex Slazenger. Koko, beware. Squared off against the Spellbinder. Jesse James with the boot across Sir Whippy D's head. USWA gets another one.
I'm doing the boot scooting boogie, dumbass.
The boot scooting boogie, yeah. 24-21, USWA by 3. USWA by 4. We have got 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes. Smoky Mountains makes a comeback. 25-22. USWA in the lead. Smoky Mountain gets 2 of them in a row for the Smoky Mountains. It's a 1-point lead. No, we're tied up. Oh, my goodness, Smoky Mountains takes the lead, 26-25. Smoky Mountains again, 27-25. Brian Christopher gets one for the USWA, 27-26, Smoky Mountain. Brian working on Tracey Smothers. Spellbinder working on Koko, beware. Tex Slazenger rolls up. Jesse James. USWA has tied it. 27 all. Which one was it? USWA takes the lead. JC Ice putting the hubcap to the throw of the Jesse James Armstrong. Dangerous stuff. Oh, we got a cat out right here in front. Smoky Mountains ties it back up. 28 all. Smoky Mountain takes the lead. 29-28.
Shut up. You'd like to.
Smoky Mountains. 30-28 Smoky Mountains. We have got 4 minutes left. We got another one for the Smoky Mountains. 31-28. Smoky Mountains has a 3-point lead. So Whoopie D goes outside, gets the chain. He's wrapping it up. Tracey Smothers to the eyes of JC Ice. Oh, so Whoopie plants the chain in the jaw of Jesse James. USWA's got another fall. They're only down by 2. 31-29. Brian Christopher plants Dangerous Doug's head into the steps. We have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. Smoky Mountains is up by 2. We're under 3 minutes. All right, so Whoopie D gets one for the USWA. We're down by 1. Doug Gilbert trying to get out. Oh, my. Brian Christopher fixed that. Tracey Smothers covers so Whoopie D. 1, 2, 3. Smoky Mountains back up by 2. The Spellbinder, Tommy Rich and JC Ice going at it in one corner. We got to cover. Koko Beware covers Tex Slazenger. Smoky Mountains has a 3-point lead. 2 minutes. JC Ice gets the cover. We're only down by 2. We're down by 1. 33-32, Smoky Mountain in the lead by 1. We're getting close to a minute and a half. The double bulldog by PG-13. We're tied up. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Koko Beware has got Tex Slazenger in one corner. Dangerous Doug Gilbert and Sir Wolfie D. Spellbinder and Tracey Smothers. Brian Christopher and Wildfire Tommy Rich. We have 1 minute left. 1 minute. 1 minute in the cage, and we are tied at 33. 50 seconds. 45 seconds. JC Ice has a cover. 1, 2. Oh, no, he didn't get the cover. We are still tied. 30 seconds remaining in the match. Hold on, Jerry Wilson, the photographer up here at ringside. I don't know why. He got involved in a little something earlier. 25 seconds remaining. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. There's 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over! USWA, Brian Christopher getting the pin to take the lead for the USWA. Hitting the shoulders of Wildfire Tommy Rich to win the match for the USWA. Some of the wrestlers leaving the area. Again, photographer Jerry Wilson out here. I'm not sure why. He's trying to get the attention of somebody. Oh, he's throwing around. Oh, he hits referee Joe Wheeler. Jerry Wilson, what in the world are you? Oh, he hits Brian Christopher with it looks like a roll of change. Brian Christopher hitting Brian Christopher. Jerry Wilson hitting Brian Christopher with a roll of what looks like quarters or dimes. The marathon match is over. The USWA has won, but you can't tell it by looking in the ring area. The action's still going on. Randy Hales is taking after Jerry Wilson. Hold on, Brandon Baxter taking an opportunity to put the chair 3 or 4 times across the head of Randy Hales. This is getting out of control. Brandon Baxter hitting Randy Hales over the head numerous times. Randy obviously coming out here to try to restore the... Oh! Come on, Mr. Policeman! I'm sorry, fans. It's gone out of control over here at ringside. Tracey Smothers, all the security over here into the area. Brian Christopher, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, struck me, knocked me to the ground. Now he's got Brian Christopher over here. Smothers still hitting the Spellbinder. Oh my goodness, Doug Gilbert has just pile-driven Brian Christopher on the concrete. Security trying to keep people out of the way. Koko Beware pile-driving Miss Texas. Randy Hales receiving the chair across the head. hitting Randy Hales. Oh, Koko Beware with the boot. Photographer Jerry Wilson, I don't understand this, handing the chairs in to these Smoky Mountain Thugs. Randy Hales, oh, Randy. All right, gentlemen, this has gone far enough. I don't care. This has gone far enough. Wildfire, Jesse James, Tracey Smothers, pack it. I don't care. Pack it up and take it out of here. You're going to be suspended from the USWA. I can tell you right now, you're working on a suspension. You're working on a suspension. Get you guys, get them out of here. You're going to get suspended from the USWA. I'm telling you right now. You're doing this against Randy Hales. Gentlemen, Jarrett, what are you doing? Jerry Wilson has re-secured the cage. Take him out of here, Tommy. Take him out of here. The USWA will suspend you. This has crossed the line.
Let's go, boys. We see who the men are, and we see who the mice are.
We're trying to keep the coverage going here, ladies and gentlemen. This has turned into total chaos. Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Brian Christopher over here in the crowd. Get him out of here, gentlemen. Get him out of here. Tracey, take him out of here. The USWA will suspend you if you don't get him out of here. You've crossed the line.
Take a look at some highlights right here of a match that occurred a few days ago between the King, Jerry Lawler, and referee Paul Neighbors. Neighbors had as his second Vince McMahon. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Mr. Vince McMahon. Well. It's no secret I don't like Jerry Lawler. And it's no secret I don't like anybody who likes Jerry Lawler either. I'd like to introduce to you a man standing to my right. His name is Pat Patterson, one of the all-time great wrestlers. And if you come close to me, you're going to answer to Pat Patterson. Here we go. Jerry Lawler, Paul Neighbors. Oh, no. Oh, not again. Lawler's after him, though. There goes Miller's after him. Hey, look at that. Vince McMahon puts his foot out and trips Lawler off. The King running after Paul Neighbors, and Vince McMahon just politely shuts his foot out and trips Lawler as the King was running by. Pat Patterson all of a sudden steps up. And Patterson with his finger in Lawler's face over there. Lawler standing up to Pat Patterson. And Patterson telling the King that he's got to get by him to get to Vince McMahon. Oh, yeah. And McMahon just sits there like nothing ever happened. Paul Neighbors nails Lawler from behind. And Neighbors goes after the King. And Neighbors slides out a little conference with Vince McMahon out on the concrete floor here. Lawler jumps out. Oh, look at at this. Patterson gets up and says, you're not going anywhere. Lawler just pushes Frank Morrell back, and Pat Patterson standing up. Patterson telling Lawler that he's not going to let him by. Oh, Lawler throws Pat Patterson into the ring pole, and Vince McMahon, sitting down at ringside, the King pulls his strap down, and he's inviting Vince McMahon to stand on his feet out here. McMahon won't get up yet. Vince McMahon sitting down at his seat, and finally McMahon stands up, and Lawler's begging Vince McMahon. He's begging him to hit him. McMahon takes his jacket off, and Vince McMahon takes off his suit coat. Oh, and he nails the King with a right hand. Vince McMahon hauls off and nails Lawler with a big right hand. Takes the King and whips him in the ring. He and Pat Patterson. Well, big advantage for Paul Neighbors in that. Neighbors swinging away at Lawler, and the King nails Paul Neighbors with a right hand. Picks Paul up and nails him again. Lawler's got Paul Neighbors, setting him up for the pile driver. Oh, man! He lifted Neighbors up with that one. They say one more time. King said, okay, one more time. Oh, boy. Paul Neighbors is out, but Lawler doesn't quit. Another foul driver on Neighbors. That's 4 of them on Paul Neighbors. Sets him up again. That's 5 foul drivers. Morrell says that's all. He's calling for the stretcher. Well, Paul, I hope you enjoy your trip. And you know, I forgot, I got one more little going away present for you. Oh boy, the King says he's got another trip. Something else for Paul Neighbors. Lights up fire and throws it on Paul Neighbors.
Eddie continues to throw the right hands, and Jerry Lawler is reeling, and down he goes, holding his face with a relentless attack at the hands of Eddie Gilbert. Eddie putting the boot across the neck, referee warning Gilbert, pushing him out of the way as Lawler right now. Lawler is hurt.
This is the Eddie Gilbert that has made his reputation known worldwide. Jerry Lawler thought he could come in this ring and make a cakewalk out of this match. Eddie Gilbert is showing Jerry Lawler, you better be on your toes whenever you step in the ring, man. It doesn't matter. You can't just walk in here and expect an easy victory.
Lawler rubbing at his eye. Eddie Gilbert from behind closing in. And is going to take the King and put his head right into that turnbuckle.
No, he's got Gilbert reeling.
Down goes Eddie Gilbert. Lawler going to do it again, tosses him. No, he hit referee James Beard. Beard is down, Lawler down. Gilbert digging into his trucks again. Lawler up to his feet, going to check on the referee. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert's got something in his hand, and he just nailed Lawler with it.
It looks like he just nailed Lawler with a pretty good right cross, if you ask me.
2, and oh.
That was a 3 count if I've ever seen one. What is wrong with this guy?
Right hand by Gilbert again. Lawler taking the blows. Gilbert pouring them in. Uh-oh. Here comes the King. Left hand, left hand, left hand. Still pouring it into the jaw of Eddie Gilbert, and down goes hot stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Now, why isn't the referee warning Lawler? Why isn't the referee stepping in and warning Jerry Lawler to stop throwing punches?
Gonna pile drive him in the middle of the ring. He's got him up. He's got him down. Lawler with the pile driver on Gilbert. Going into the corner. Lawler ready to come down. He's got the fist aimed. Fire. Got him. This could be it right here. Lawler continuing to punch at Gilbert. Wait a minute. Here comes Doug Gilbert. Very good. Dirty Doug Gilbert. Eddie Gilbert's brother in. The referee has ordered the bell. This will be...
Look at Papa Shango. He's outside the ring. They're riding the referee, Frank Morale. I don't know what he was doing, but he slammed hard. Right in the referee, Frank Morale. We're 7 minutes past in this one. Hey, look at Papa Shango asking for that funny, crazy-looking stick that he carries in the ring. And Prentice standing over that. I don't know what Bert Prentice is doing. And Papa Shango is asking for the stick. Oh, he grabs up Prentice in there. Nails Prentice. Prentice throws the stick to Owen Hart. And Hart takes that stick that Papa Shango carries. Now Papa Shango goes over and rolls Frank over. 1, 2, 3, and we've got a new unified world champion. Oh boy, just like that in 7 minutes and 38 seconds. Referee Frank Morale gonna call for the bell. In 2 minutes and 10 seconds, they're rocking Owen Hart and Bert Prentice come out and jump on the key. Paul Neighbors call for the bell, and it's gonna be over with. Yeah, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, Frank. Lawler won the bout by disqualification, and they're rocking Owen Hart. Now away on Lawler. The King pulls a shot down. Nails Owen Hart with a couple of right hands. Oh, look out. Here comes Paul Neighbors from behind. Paul dives and grabs Lawler. Prentice jumps in it. And they all jump on the key. So it's Owen Hart, Paul Neighbors, and Bert Prentice all jumping on Lawler. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Lawler will win it by disqualification after the rocket. Owen Hart, who is Bret Hart's brother, jumps on the King, and Hart is highly upset. Hey, look at Eddie Marlin, he's out. Marlin's telling Paul Neighbors to stay out of it, trying to get Paul off of Jarrett. And the action continues. Hey, Owen Hart just decked referee Frank Morale. Paul Neighbors still swinging away on Lawler. Eddie Marlin goes out, trips up Paul again. As Owen Hart, Bert Prentice, Paul Neighbors all jump on the kick.
Owen Hart! Owen Hart! Owen Hart! Listen to me, Hart. If you hit him one more time, you'll never wrestle anywhere again. Not just Memphis, but anywhere.
Tennessee at the Mid-South Coliseum, and boy, what excitement in this bout. Between Bret the Hitman Hart and Jerry the King Lawler. Hart picks Lawler up again. Another foul driver on the King. Lawler after 2 falls over, still Lawler's up. Hart complaining to the referee. It should have been 1, 2, 3, but CD still holds his ground. And Steele is telling him that hey, it was only 2 in there, Hart, only 2. Hart sets the King up. Backbreaker on Lawler, takes him down. He covers him, 1, 2, Lawler up. Went for the cover, but only 2. Couldn't get it to 6 for 3. As Lawler kicks out of it. Anything goes in the Cage Kings match. Headbutt from Hart. King sends Hart down. And all of a sudden, Bret Hart says, wait a minute. Lawler nailing away on Hart. He's got Hart in the turnbuckle. Hey, look out, here comes Owen Hart. The Rocket Owen Hart is out. And Hart is telling Mr. Clyde to open a cage in there. He's filling the pockets of Mr. Clyde. The fans are cheering. Oh, what for? As Hart is trying to climb the cage. He's up there. Oh, Jeff Jarrett is out. I didn't see Jeff. That's what they were cheering for. Jarrett stops Owen Hart. Hey, and not only does Jarrett comes out, here comes Giant Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Hey, but Giant Gonzalez puts his hand on Mr. Clyde while Jarrett and Owen Hart fight it out on the floor. The Giant strangling Mr. Clyde over here. And Clyde looks at the Giant, grabs his teeth, and he's going to open it up for Giant Gonzalez. Oh, yeah, he gets it loose for Giant Gonzalez. Gonzalez steps in there, and Bret Hart said, wait a minute. Hart jumping up after seeing the Giant. Oh, and a high five by Bret Hart and Giant Gonzalez. And the big Giant nail blower. What in the world is going on? It's Giant Gonzalez. After being a fan favorite earlier here tonight at the Mid-South Coliseum, comes in, grabs Mr. Clyde to open up that cage, gets in there, he and Hart give each other a high five, and it's Gonzalez and Hart, boom, jumping on the king. Hey, look at that! Gonzalez, he got Hart. 1, 2, 3, yes, Jerry! The king, Jerry Lawler gets the 1, 2, 3. He beats Bret Hart. But Giant Gonzalez grabbed Lawler. Oh, boy. This is ridiculous. Let me tell you. Yeah, let's ring the bell. That's a 14:39. The Giant and Bret Hart continue beating up on the king. Bret the Hitman Hart holding on to Lawler with that Boston grab. The Giant stretching Hart to give him some more power. Oh, TD still trying to stop the big Giant. He just collided with one hand, shoved TD off. And referee TD still is out. What in the world? And 14:39, Lawler's trying to get the win. But the big Giant Gonzalez, Owen Hart and Bret Hart jump on Lawler and Jarrett. Owen Hart, Paul John Jarrett. They send Mr. Clyde down. Oh, and Bret Hart nails Clyde again. The Giant just takes TD still. Shoves TD down. Oh, boy.
Jeff Jarrett in action here today. I am looking forward to this one. Let me tell you, it's always great to see Jeff Jarrett in action. We love it when he is able to wrestle with us here on USWA Championship Wrestling. Going against Bo Alexander, who has not been in the USWA that long, but he feels like he is championship caliber material. Corey, we're underway.
Yesterday, we're ready to go with the natural Bo Alexander coming in out of Beverly Hills, California. And as always shoots here in the USWA with Jeff Jarrett. Wrestling in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Young man that has came a long ways and is doing great in the USWA. Christopher, of course, is a little upset with him, but a lot of people are with Jarrett, but he can hold his own, let me tell you that. Alexander reached over him and, just kind of does this little strut there. But he better pay attention to Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett walks in after him as Alexander just kind of goes over toward the ropes and tangles up with Jarrett again. Jeff working on the left arm of Bo Alexander. Alexander up against the rope, whips him in now. Alexander goes under, comes back, and holds on. A smart move by Bo Alexander, and he calls for a timeout in there now.
And good luck. We don't even have 20-second timeouts here like they do in the NBA, right?
Hey, he was hoping for a timeout over there. Jeff Jarrett, he gave him a little something extra for standing over there. Alexander just kind of standing idle. Oh, he's called the referee Paul Neighbors over there. He's telling Paul he kicked him, and
he says, isn't that illegal? Well, it isn't, as a matter of fact. It is not illegal.
Bo Alexander, the natural, in the USWA. Tangling up with Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett flips him over. Alexander is telling referee Paul Neighbors he's pulling my hair out. Boy, I tell you. Jarrett flips him over again and continues to hold on to him. And Alexander is complaining again that Jeff pulled his hair. So Paul Neighbors, he's warning Jeff Jarrett about hair pulling in there.
You know, we had Paul Neighbors out here earlier, and he was complaining about the abuse that officials get sometimes. And as I told him, I think that's part of that complaint is very, very legitimate in all sports. But on the other hand, you know, I think most reputable officials will admit that every now and then they miss one. They're not infallible. Paul is developing some kind of attitude here, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Jeff Jarrett is complaining to referee Paul Neighbors.
You know, I think what I'm detecting from Danny Davis, from Lawler a few days ago, and now from Jeff is that, all right, you're going to miss a call every now and then. They just want you to call it the same on both sides of the ring. That's all they have.
Oh, look at that one. While Paul Neighbors was trying to get between the two of them, Alexander just reached right over Paul and nailed Jeff Jarrett. Busted Jeff with a right hand. Oh, and again, Alexander. Hailing away on Jeff Jarrett. Next step now. Puts him into the turnbuckle. Goes in after him and follows up after taking Jeff over to the turnbuckle. But look at Jarrett! Fighting back now, Jeff Jarrett. Goes after Bo Alexander. Takes him and whips him into the rope now. Elbow from Jarrett. He's got him covered. 1, 2. Alexander up at 2.
I thought he had it, Corey. I thought he had that 3 count.
I thought he would have had him after catching him come off the ropes in there with that elbow. Suplexes Alexander over. Cuts down on him again. Couple of elbows from Jarrett and another cover. 1, 2, and look out. What is this? What is the wall? Bert Keegan goes. Bert Prentice.
All right, that's Christopher coming in. My goodness, the dressing room has emptied over there. All of them against Jeff Jarrett. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, against 1.
And look at Bert Prentice over here holding referee Paul Neighbors in this corner. Prentice has got all of his weight right in front of Paul and won't let him move. Here comes Danny Davis. Danny's out to help out Jeff Jarrett. Jeff's on his feet. Nightmare Danny Davis comes to the rescue of Jeff Jarrett. Well, they both got Christopher in the ring now. Rolls out of there.
Boy, I tell you what, that may have been the smartest move Christopher's made in a long, long time.
Yeah.
He has gone back right now, Mitch Ryder, and headed this way. It's going to be Brian Christopher. And Corey, I guess one question is, will Miss Simpson be there? Yep, she is.
Yeah, she's with him.
Miss Simpson is with Brian Christopher. Headed out to the ring right now. And what's Brian doing? Not really sure. Anyway, there he is, Brian Christopher. Headed into action. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up right here. Mitch Ryder waiting patiently over in the corner. Referee Frank Morrell is right there. Referee says go ahead and ring the bell, and then he can get that warm-up jacket off, and let's get underway.
Christopher says he says you wait until I'm ready, ref.
Who's in control? The referee. And he always call for the bell to be rung.
Christopher hands his jacket out to Miss Simpson. It's Mitch Ryder and Brian Christopher. 1 fall, 15 minutes in time for this one.
Well, Christopher came through the curtains there, and he was that happy dancing around. And but Miss Simpson does not appear to be, I don't know, all that thrilled with the situation. She looks confused as the way she looks. She has that sort of expression on her face, like
kind of puzzled there.
Yeah. Like some tough things she's trying to figure out. No, back to the match.
Yeah, that's Brian Christopher right there, mouth and all. As usual, tangles up with Mitch Ryder. That's Ryder up now. Oh, boy. Takes face right into the mat. Christopher, oh, yeah, he's loving every bit of it, too. That goofy laughing, boy.
Maniacal laugh, but I tell you what, he can really make you angry, but this guy has talent. I mean, he is in control in that ring.
You don't like the way he used it, but he has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Yeah, it's called Mitch Ryder.
You want to give up?
Everything but a Mitch. Full of insults to Mitch Ryder, and that's clothesline to take him now. Short clothesline move from Christopher. And Brian Christopher over celebrating. Mitch Ryder rolls him up the 1, 2. Christopher kicks out at 2. Hey, look at Ryder. Picks him up and slams him down twice now. And Brian Christopher hightails it out of there, yeah.
Well, he kind of got a little overconfident, and that's, confidence is one thing, but talking to the crowd, he took you from behind because you weren't paying attention. You were over there talking to the crowd when you should have been paying attention to the match. Ever think of it that way?
He's in the ring, and then he attacked him from behind.
Yeah.
Boy. Oh. Mitch Ryder, boy, Mitch is not backing up. He stands right in there with Christopher.
Mitch's got to be feeling pretty good. I mean, he's made Christopher look bad here.
Yeah, he's done good. Oh! That should have been a break. Brian Christopher just holds off and nails it with a couple of rights. Reversal here, Ryder! Oh! What a move from Mitch Ryder. Quick reversal to snap Christopher off with that turnbuckle and face first right into the mat. Ryder standing in, and Brian Christopher, boy, big uppercut on Mitch Ryder. Nails him again with another right hand. Christopher slamming away on Ryder. Miss Simpson's overlooking on, and
still kind of puzzled, too.
Yeah, she's not very enthusiastic, but when Brian looks over every now and then, she'll kind of halfway smile, kind of a half-hearted smile, and that's about it. The rest of the time, she is not happy at all. Looks like she's about to burst into tears, as a matter of fact.
Ryder whips him in, and Christopher comes off with an elbow down on him. Ryder in, and Christopher comes running. Hey, look at here.
Chris Adams has just come out of the dressing room and is headed over toward Miss Simpson, Tony Adams. Conversation underway.
I know what Chris is telling me. They're talking over. Right outside the ring, there they are.
I can imagine what he's saying after the interview we had with Chris a few moments ago. I'm pretty sure he's saying, hey, what are you doing hanging around with a guy like Brian Christopher, for heaven's sake?
Well, Chris is pointing to his finger there where he has where he wears that wedding band that he still wears, and he's talking to Miss Simpson. I don't know if it's going to do any good. Christopher is telling referee Frank Morrell to get Chris Adams out of here. Oh, and Chris and Miss Simpson go walking toward the dressing room, and Christopher grabs her. Oh, and he knows Chris Adams. Christopher gets out on the floor and in the crowd, and he goes after gentleman Chris Adams. Now Chris fighting back. Oh, boy. Chris Adams and Brian Christopher going at it. Right on the floor and in the crowd. Chris throws him. Oh, boy, this one all in the audience here. Yeah, we've got to get this one broken up here. And Miss Simpson is over here. Just showed her. She's just over there, Dave, and I think she is just still confused.
Yeah, she just broken into tears and obviously doesn't know where her allegiances lie at this particular point. But Brian Christopher and gentleman Chris Adams have been separated. Frank Morrell is also in between them. They're trying to get him to get Brian out of here.
Hey, there goes Chris.
Look, yeah, he's broken free, and he's got Brian again over there in the near the door. Look out.
You talk about brawling. These two, Christopher and Adams, they don't like each other. Mr. Coffey's out. Taylor and Rocket, Rich Ryder, Frank Morrell and Clyde, all the Red Knight, all trying to hold Christopher back. And Miss Simpson still in tears over there.
Yep. Now they've got the ring in between them, and again Frank Morrell is saying, "Hey, just go on and take Brian out of here." Of course, that's easier said than done. But they do have them separated for the moment anyway. Chris Adams being held back, and the referee is now telling him, "Hey, head the other way."
Yeah, Christopher calling him on, and Chris Adams coming after him too.
Yeah, Brian egging him on. We called him, "Come on, sissy," I heard him say. All right. That's
boy, there's Miss Simpson, and she is this.
Get him out of here! Get out of here! I'm warning you! Get him out of here! Come on! Come on, punk! Come on! You want some of me? I'm standing right here! Come on!
Time to get him on out of here, both of them. Let's get this calmed down now. Wait. Chris Adams still.
Hey! Chris Adams, I don't know who you think you are, but you're messing with the wrong man. You're messing with dynamite right here, you understand me? Let him go! Let him go, because I'll shove my fist so far down your throat. Oh, come on, Ron. What you just get up?
13 are here, so they got lots of things on their mind.
Look, Dave Brown, you know what? Me and Wolfie D been doing a lot of thinking, man. People want to say that PG-13 is too little. We too little. Look, Dave Brown, we turned on the TV the other day, and we're going to watch a little wrestling. And we look on the WWF, and you want to talk about little. They got a guy so little, he can hula hoop through a Cheerio. He's so little, man. We are talking... hey, you watch me. We are talking about... what's his name? 4 or 5, what's his name?
4, 5, 6 kids.
Some 11 dude or some dude. He ain't even got a name, Dave, right? His parents named him after numbers, man, all right? Let me tell you something. I watched him, man. He wrestles Razor Ramon. He gets the 1, 2, 3. Obviously, Razor Ramon was drunk or something, Dave, right?
Look, check this out. Check this out. We check it out again. He's on there with Damian Demento, big old dude,
Big
right?
dude.
He had to have been drunk, too, because he beat him, man. Again. I'm tripping. We was tripping.
But then, to top it all off, the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase. Now, we know him, and he don't drink. So we can't figure out how Stick Boy is doing what he's doing. We don't understand it. You know, if he was here today, if he was around, if anybody would give J.C. Ice and Wolfie D the chance, we could beat Stick Boy, and if we beat Stick Boy, it would prove we could beat Ted DiBiase, Damian Demento, Razor Ramon, which proves we would be better, which makes us the worst. Oh, God, look. Oh, God.
Is that who you're calling Stick Man right here?
Yeah, that's Stick Man. That's the man who's doing this.
Well,
That's him.
well, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the, not 4, 5, the 1, 2, 3 kid. And kid, have you heard what these guys are saying here?
Yeah. You know, I've been sitting back there. I heard both you guys talking. Hey, and you know, that's cool. I understand you guys got your own opinions. I'm a small guy. You guys are small guys. I went to the WWF. This is all I did. I went to the WWF. I said, hey, all I want's a chance. I think I can prove myself, and I think I have proved myself. Either one of you guys would like to prove yourself in the ring with me? The offer stands right now.
Well, hey, that's the way.
One of us.
That's what he
Either
said.
one of us. I tell you what, pal, you want either one of us? Did he, Wolf? Did he, Wolf?
Well, Wolfie D being sent into the ring by J.C. Ice. There he goes. Get in the ring. Oh, hey, well, now, wait a minute. Ice says, wait a minute. Let me change my mind. I think I can take him. I'm going to go in there, he says. Yep. All right, there they go. PG-13, and J.C. Ice jumps into the ring. 1, 2, 3 kid. Dumps him over his back. Here comes the referee. Just
Boy, we got ourselves an extra match here today on USWA Wrestling. Yeah, Wolfie D says it's not supposed to happen.
up. He raked him across the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
J.C. Ice got him in the eyes.
1, 2, 3, kid. And J.C. Ice. Boy, 1, 2, 3 whips him into the rolls. Back up from the kid, and J.C. lands on his feet. Oh, boy, big kick from 1, 2, 3, kid.
J.C. Ice is on the floor now. He's around. Time out, he says.
I tell you what, pal, pick on somebody your own.
Wolfie D says, hey, I'm a little taller. Pick on me. He steps into the ring, and 1, 2, 3 kid goes after him.
Yeah, he takes care of Wolfie. Oh, big foot from Wolfie D. Slows down to 1, 2, 3, kid.
See, you want us to prove? We're going to prove to everybody that we are the greatest.
Wolfie D says, who's bad now? 1, 2, 3 kid. Now back up on his feet on the rope.
1, 2, 3 comes off and under. Ah! Comes across the top of the head of Wolfie D. Another kick from 1, 2, 3 kid. And there goes Wolfie D. Oh, there goes both of them now. I thought double team the 1, 2, 3 kid. They tackle kid and take him down. Oh, boy.
J.C. Ice tackled him, got him off his feet. Now they're both putting the boots to him.
PG-13 on the 1, 2, 3 kid. Here comes a fabulous one. Jeff Jarrett out to help the kid out. And PG-13 takes off and out of here.
PG-13 decides they're not quite as tough as they thought they were. They had to go 2 against 1 against the 1, 2, 3 kid. They pointed out that he's got quite a record. And after watching him here in action, I think you can understand why. 1, 2, 3 kid with a word of thanks for Jeff Jarrett for getting there to even it up.
Tony Adams overtelling Christopher. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Christopher, back up. Where's Adams? Toss him into the rope. Tony Adams. Send it out to the floor on Christopher. Oh, he's asking Tony Adams for a boot that she's got on. Simpson. Yeah, we got the win. Oh, number one gentleman, Chris Adams. And Chris is out. Christopher grabs the boot from Tony Adams. Now Chris with it. In 11 minutes, 53 seconds, gentleman, Chris Adams gets the official win. And Brian Christopher. Tony down. Christopher shakes his head and goes out of here. 11:53. Gentlemen, Chris Adams will get the win over Brian Christopher at 11:53. Tony Adams is left in the middle of the ring, and Chris reaching for Tony, and Tony jumps out of the ring. And finally, she heads back toward the background. Well, here comes Brian Christopher. I can tell by the sound of the music there, but there's trouble in the camp, as you saw with Miss Simpson. Well, now, wait a minute. Here's Miss Simpson with Brian Christopher right now. And what he did in that video you just saw is just inexcusable. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And there is...
Inexcusable, huh? A little dissension, huh? Well, you know what? You know what's the problem with you, Dave Brown? You assume too much. There's no dissension between me and Miss Simpson right here. Mrs. Simpson, not Tony Adams. And you know why there's no dissension between us? Come on. Because I am a man. I give orders like a man. I don't take orders like you probably do. Like you probably do. And like all you so-called men sitting at home do. And now, do what I told you to do.
Brian, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I'll never, ever, ever question our togetherness ever again. All I ask is, can you please, please forgive me?
I guess I can forgive you. That's enough. All right. Now, Chris Adams. I've finally got the match I want. What I've been wanting all along is I've been wanting you in that ring, and I've been wanting Miss Simpson in the ring also, so that I can get you and hold you there and let her slap your face around and teach you who she really wants to be with. You understand me? And so now, Dave Brown, now he had to go find a partner. And who amongst all the women he could get did he find, huh? Huh?
Found a great partner in this Texas.
What he did was he went out and found somebody just as ugly as he is. Isn't that right, huh? Who's the best-looking man you've ever seen in your life?
You are, Brian.
That's right. And you're pretty good-looking yourself. So you know what, Chris Adams? Mrs. Texas, the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my life. Have you ever seen her? Did you see her before she got that weave? Huh? Before she got all that long weave there? And you ought to take a look at her out in the parking lot before she gets to the matches. She ain't got none of that base caked on her face. She ain't got none of that lipstick smeared all over her mouth. She is the homeliest and the ugliest female I've ever seen in my life. And so after you get through slapping her around and throw her out of the ring, promise me that you're going to slap that Chris Adams' face and teach him who you really want to be with. What did you ever see in him? What did you ever see in him, huh? Tell me that.
I don't know, Brian. I really don't know, because, Chris, you were never man enough to deserve a woman like me. Look at this. This is a man.
Look at this.
Look at these muscles.
Look at this. Oh, she's been doing is taking your money all these years so she could find a man like me to stay with for the rest of her life.
Well, there he goes. Brian Christopher, certainly not in need of an ego transplant, huh? The fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, in the ring right now with a little three-match celebration. The Vampire Warrior and Brian Christopher, Miss Simpson, and Bert Prentice over in their corner.
Yeah, hear music from the King.
There's Jeff, the fabulous one, and the King, Jerry Lawler. We are just about set to go with an expiration of time match coming up. And it's Simpson bringing Vampire Warriors USWA heavyweight title over, saying don't get it dirty.
I thought we were going to get some competition today. Who are these two low-life punks?
Yeah, we'll see if you'll be laughing afterwards, Prentice.
Let's record that from Bert Prentice and play it back for the King and the fabulous one. They come out here after him, as a matter of fact. The signal from referee Frank Morrell, and we are set to go with an expiration time match we've been waiting for all day here today. Christopher and the Vampire Warrior against the King and Jeff Jarrett. Who's going to be starting? Looks like, well, it's hard to tell. I was thinking it was going to be Vampire Warrior for a moment. Prentice. Yeah, I think Christopher now is saying, go get him. The King is going to be starting for his team, it looks like, although Jeff is still in there, too. Yeah, it's got to be 1 against 1 to start.
Yeah, Bert Prentice almost started for his team, too, because Jarrett Lawler was after him.
I'm wrong. It's Jeff Jarrett's going to be starting, the fabulous one. And Brian Christopher, well, now they finally, you'd think they decide that before they get to the ring, wouldn't you? That who's going to start? But Christopher and Warrior, they will say, well, you start. No, I'll start. You want me to start? Yeah, I'll start. No, you start. Come on, let's go. The bell has sounded. Brian Christopher now seems to be ready to go. Jeff Jarrett just standing there watching over in the corner what all is going on. Here we go, Corey.
We're underway with the main event today on USWA Championship Wrestling. Vampire Warrior and Brian Christopher against Jerry the King Lawler and the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett.
Prentice and Miss Simpson wandering down the ring apron close to the crowd, and they're not going to win any popularity contest over there, I'll tell you that.
Christopher Jarrett dangling up. Boy, this one to the expiration of time. We could do 2 falls, but maybe 3 falls with this one, depending on our time that we may have. Well, Prentice, thinking there's 2 cents in it, pulls Jeff Jarrett by his boot, and then he hightails it around to his corner over there. Jeff Jarrett and Brian Christopher in the ring. Referee Frank Morrell trying to get Prentice out of the action. Jarrett, bar in the left arm of Brian Christopher, holding on to him. Fans cheering for Jeff Jarrett, and Bert Prentice over trying to get the fans quiet. I think it'll take them all day to do that, though.
Yeah, well, get used to it, Brian. Oh, Brian can't concentrate with a crowd screaming at him. Yeah. Consider the Soros fans, that's all I can say.
Yeah. Oh, good move from Jeff Jarrett.
What a power move he put on him, and that's the problem right there, Brian. I don't think it's the crowd making you lose your concentration. I think it's just Jeff Jarrett maybe making some fine moves, huh?
Yeah. Jarrett backs him up, whips him into the rope. Christopher comes off. Wow, hip toss and a clean move for him once in a while by Brian Christopher.
Now, he's celebrating just like he's won the world title here. He's put one good move on Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, I saw what you were saying. I see, Brian. It was a good move. There's no doubt about it. Can you make it 2 in a row?
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
Talk about concentration. Bert Prentice trying to trip Jeff Jarrett over there. You said that'll really distract you terribly from your opponent across the way.
Jarrett and Christopher dangling up again. Jeff Jarrett, the fabulous one, holding on to that left arm of Christopher. Referee Frank Morrell is over trying to keep Prentice and Miss Simpson away from the action. Jarrett whips Christopher in. Christopher leaps over and then comes back with a right hand. Oh! Goes over and swings out to Lawler. And Brian Christopher gets out of there to get himself a break too. He thought about that one quickly.
Well, he hit Jeff with a fist, a doubled-up fist. He's been warned about that by referee Frank Morrell. And then he started that celebration thing again, and Jeff Jarrett said, hey, you want to do that, I'll come get you. But Christopher at that point decided that getting out of the ring was the best thing he could do. I might agree with that, too, at that point. Best thing he could do was get away from Jeff.
Big forearm from Brian Christopher, and he tags the Vampire Warrior. Warrior comes in, and Jarrett takes him down. Nice hip toss. Good move from Jeff Jarrett. He did not pull his hair, Prentice.
Prentice unhappy with the commentary, but Bert often takes exception to the truth.
Oh. Miss Simpson out here singing the same song that he pulled his hair. Well, I didn't see it.
No, it didn't happen. But that's the tactic. You know, now get the referee watching Jeff and hair pulling more closely than he watches the opponent. That lets the Vampire Warrior get away with something. Well, maybe not.
Lawler gets in there and grabs Vampire Warrior. And Jarrett crushes him. Boy, he sends the Warrior rolling over to the other side of the ring. He nailed the Vampire Warrior.
That was a quick trip across the ring for the Vampire Warrior, courtesy of Jeff Jarrett. The King going to stay in here, looks like.
Hey, this Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett, they're nothing but a couple of cheaters. They're double-teaming, using the fist, and pulling hair. Come on, referee, disqualify these cheaters.
Well, that was Brian Christopher with his opinion, and it's just an opinion. And I haven't seen a lot of what he's talking about. Well, I tell you what, I tell you who knows the rules, and Bert Prentice knows the rules too. He just disregards them.
And then did you hear what he said there a minute ago? 2 against 1. It's more like 4 against 2.
You're right, with him trying to trip Jeff over there. Look at him. Well, you can't see him right now, but he's kind of leaning into the ring. Referee Frank Morrell just came over to tell him, get back out of the way. You're not supposed to be leaning in the ring, Prentice.
Oh, Vampire Warriors staggers back after the King nailed him.
That's twice for what?
What do you want, Mister?
I'm getting sick and tired. Frank Morales got convenient eyesight.
Convenient eyesight? Well, he has a very difficult time keeping up, I'm sure, with what's going on in the ring because of all the distractions around the ring, like you antagonizing the crowd and the other wrestlers, and Bert Prentice trying to cheat any way he can.
Vampire Warriors got the King up against the rope. Nails Lawler and again. Boy, big double up right from the Vampire Warrior. Lugging away on the King.
Hey, Brian, that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, what about that? Warrior whips the King in. Oh! Goes in and catches a big boot from Lawler. Tag on Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett steps in there and the Vampire Warrior backs up. Jeff Jarrett, the fabulous one. And cheering Jeff Jarrett. Well, Jeff sent it in there. Tangles up with the Vampire Warrior. Prentice pulling Jarrett's leg. Oh, but look out. Here comes Lawler. He's after Prentice and Miss Simpson. Jarrett tries to head him off and misses. He just barely missed him, boy.
He almost had him headed off at the pass there, but they got away. Lawler had been watching Bert Prentice interfere from outside and finally decided he was going to take matters into his own hands. He was after Prentice, but... Well, that's the word again for Brian Christopher. Defenseless? Yeah. How about interfering? Much better adjective. How about obnoxious? That one comes to mind, too.
Yeah, all of that. Oh! Vampire Warrior! He nailed off and hit Christopher. He unloaded on Brian Christopher. Sent him onto the concrete floor. Christopher over complaining to Vampire Warrior about the Warrior nailing him. And Brian Christopher... yeah, Christopher looking for some type of explanation, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's not much to be said. Jeff Jarrett just got out of the way is all what happened, Brian. And the Vampire Warrior hit you.
Yeah, maybe trouble over here between Vampire Warrior and Brian Christopher. Oh, they drive, no, maybe not. They drive Jeff into the corner and they double up on him. But Brian was a little more careful, but not careful enough.
Jarrett takes Brian Christopher right in the eye. Big right hand from the King. Lawler nails the Vampire Warrior. Jarrett got Christopher. There goes the Vampire. Out of there. Oh, Miss Simpson just tossed Brian Christopher a day. He nailed Jeff Jarrett. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, he got it.
They pinned Jarrett. Lawler's out on the concrete floor. He didn't see what happened. He was over on the Vampire Warrior. He heard the count and the bell, and they get the win over Lawler and Jarrett after Miss Simpson tosses the tape.